Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Ragchew here on the Prep Ham YouTube channel. This one's going to be a little different. It's a premiere, as you can see, and the main reason it's a premiere is that I will be unable to do a live stream from where I'm at, and so this will be shorter, and I also will not be in the chat to chat with anyone. I'm going to make this very brief. I want to make sure there's always something on my channel on the Sunday Night Ragchew time slot of 9 p.m. Central. So today we're just going to talk real briefly on the ready.gov website. And if you go to ready.gov, the main website, you'll see this topic here with the photo, and they'll change these out about every once a month or so and put different topics up here. And with everything that's happened recently, Kansas, Oklahoma, and other areas with the tornadoes and even deaths, this is important, especially for those people that live in those areas, but also important for anyone to get tips and learn about these types of disasters, because you never know when you'll be in those areas, perhaps visiting or vacationing, and may have to encounter something like this. So ready.gov, it's real simple, full of information on all sorts of topics, and you'll click on that. It's got a variety of languages you can use here, and the boxes here will basically tag you and scroll down to the spot on the website that it talks about. So first, you're preparing for tornadoes, not tomatoes. We're preparing for tornadoes. And in North Texas, we definitely have this as a risk. So this kind of information is important for everyone. So first on here, you want to know your area's tornado risk. Now, if I was in an area that didn't have tornado risk, or it's minuscule, I may not, really think about it much. But those of us in these areas definitely have to think about that risk. And it's as stated here, the Midwest and Southeast have greater risk for tornadoes. So it's not to say that no other area can get those. And there have been some other areas get tornadoes around the country. So you want to know the signs of tornadoes, including rotating, funnel-shaped cloud, and approaching cloud of debris, or loud roar like a freight train. So a lot of times you'll see lowering clouds going past. And if you do the Skywarn training, which I recommend to anybody, even if you're not part of Skywarn, they teach you about the formation of clouds and how to look at a cloud and kind of see what type of cloud it is and the potential for a tornado. And a lot of times what you'll have is clouds that start lowering, and then sometimes you'll notice the clouds will start doing kind of just a very, very slight rotation. And so those are kind of the areas you want to start watching, and can even be reported on Skywarn, because those rotations, if continuing, they can build and eventually create a tornado. And you get the cold and the warm weather and all that, weather talk of things that you can learn on other websites and like NOAA and such, or take the Skywarn class and you'll learn all about clouds and tornado formation and rain and hail and everything else. So know the signs of tornado and understand it. We all know what a tornado looks like once it's formed, but wouldn't it be nice if you knew the potential of an area that may be coming towards you that looks like it could be forming a tornado to allow you to get into safety. Sign up for your community's warning system. Every area should have something like this. So in my area, there's a text messaging service, and you get these alerts from the emergency manager in the city. Counties have it, states have it. So find an alert system. That's probably the best, quickest way to immediately get alerts on potential weather hazards in your area. And then you're going to want to pay attention to regular weather reports. Okay, meteorologists can predict when conditions might be right for tornado, and they've gotten very good at this. So definitely have a local weather station, or perhaps a radio that can give you information on weather. And just a real quick one here. This is one of the most popular, this Midland WR120B, and I'll put a link in the description. This is a very good one, and we even have this at the fire station in my town, and it's a very popular one on Amazon, and very reasonable. Right now, 13% off, especially if you compare it to others. So the next popular one is, or the next one on the list here is this Midland WR400. Well, it's double the price, so it's probably got some other features. But if you're just wanting a basic warning radio, this is a great one, this Midland WR120B. And again, I'll put an affiliate link in the description. The NOAA weather site is a great place to find information. So you can just go to noaa.gov, and that will take you to this website. And then they've got links, which is where I was before, to all sorts of things over here. Great information on from Noah. One of the more important things, especially here too, is once you know something may be a threat or you're told to take shelter, where is your shelter? Do you have a safe room built? Do you have a storm shelter? Do you have an underground shelter? This is some interesting, important things we need to know is like, where do we need to go? And if you don't have a place specifically built to withstand tornadoes, the main idea is to get to your most centrally located part of your home, and definitely not around any kind of windows or glass. And the reason is you want to basically be in like the strongest or more centrally located area of your home that has the most construction around it, say under a staircase or in a hallway under a staircase. Sometimes smaller bathrooms are more secure because they've got more 2x4s and things kind of securing that area, or they're in between rooms. So look into that as well, and we can do some research on how to build or how to determine where it's safest in your home or office. And one thing that a lot of people don't do is you got to plan for your pet. It's definitely important, I think, when you see weather coming and you've got an outdoor pet, it might be time to bring that pet in at least until the storm passes, and make sure that they're safe as well. You probably want some kind of, in your little storm shelter in your home, you might want maybe a snack or something, a chew toy to help keep your dog calm as well. And I would say the same for those of you with children. It's a good thing to maybe have some book to read, or you may not have power, so don't rely on cell phones and things like that, tablets, but a book to read or maybe a puzzle book. And that's an important thing I think I would put in a 72-hour kit that maybe is in your shelter area if you have children. And then speaking of 72-hour kits, you want to kind of look at what do you need to, in case you need to shelter in place. Let's say that there's damage all around you, but your home is still secure and livable. You might need to shelter in place for a few days until emergency responders arrive. So that's one of those things as part of your emergency plan, your family emergency plan. You want to determine what you need in case of having to shelter in place. And then, of course, if it's a situation where you need to leave, that's a good time to have those 72-hour or more kits or backpacks or tubs where you can grab quickly, throw in your car, and go to a safe area according to your local authorities. So definitely, I'm going to leave it at that. Ready.gov, click on the tornadoes, go through and learn a little bit about tornadoes. And if you're in these areas and haven't already, or even if you have, plan, replan, make sure everyone in your family knows that plan, and improve it as time goes on. So go through the website. Thanks everyone for joining. Again, I didn't want to take a lot of time tonight since I'm not on to chat, but that's my video for this Sunday Night Ragchew on preparedness. Next week I'll have another topic on radio, and this week I'll be putting a video out on the alpha hex antenna. So thanks again, everyone. 73s. Again, I apologize I'm not in chat to chat with you. You guys, I always enjoy that. But thanks again for stopping by. And if you're watching this afterwards, feel free to leave a comment, a suggestion, anything you've learned that might be helpful to other people that might stop by and see this video. And everything's appreciated. Comments, suggestions. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. 73.